Welcome back to OT Sports. Today we got our Week 6 NFL game predictions. Been really fun doing these this year. It's new this year. We didn't do any last year, even though I wanted to. I don't know, I didn't really have the time to. I didn't really feel the need for it, but it's brand new this year, and it's been doing very good. We're getting a lot of views, so I appreciate you guys for that. Make sure, if you're new around here, make sure to subscribe and keep that notification bell turned on. Leave a like on this video if you enjoy it. Because, we do college football every Monday night. These videos are every Wednesday night. Now, next week it might be a little different. I'll let you know at the end of the video about that. And then usually MLB over the weekend, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, one of those days. Now, obviously, we're in the playoffs, so there's not like a super crazy things to talk about. You could always talk about the playoffs, which are pretty fun to watch right now. Currently in the divisional series. I made my MLB playoff predictions. You could go check that out. I know it's a little late, but if you guys are interested in that, you go check it out. And then basketball season's right around the corner. We do NBA and college basketball, so at some point in the year, in a couple of weeks, once college basketball gets up and running, we'll have 4 videos a week, so just stay tuned for that. Really excited for that. And you guys will be having a lot of content. And then obviously college football, NFL, every week. We already said that. Alright, enough talking. Let's get into this. So, looking at the standings for the picks, before we hop into the actual picks, I've now reclaimed first for the first time this year. I've done this with my friends the past 2 years. This is our 3rd year doing it. And I just haven't really made it in video format, but now it is. I've won the past 2 years. I'm looking to three-peat. I'm in first right now. I got a 4-game lead. I went 10-4 last week, along with Connor. Me and Connor had the best record at 10-4. I believe I'm not 100% certain on this, but I believe Matthew went 9-5, Sammy went 8-6. Jackson went 7-7, and then Ben went 6-8. He really had a rough week, so he had a 1-game lead over me going into last week, I believe. Actually, no, I think we were tied, but I'll check real quick. I think we were tied last week. Yeah, we were tied last week. But man, he had a bad week, and I'd taken a 4-game lead over him, so hopefully we can add on to that lead this week. Alright, let's get into these picks here. So we got 2 guys in the middle this week. Usually we got 3. Jackson actually sent his picks on time, so that was good. Good for him. 2 guys in the middle. They'll send me their picks. They usually just wait to send picks. I don't know why. Jack sometimes doesn't even send his picks, so whatever. But Broncos Chiefs. I'm gonna tell you this right now. I'm taking the Chiefs along with everyone else. This is not gonna be a competitive game whatsoever. The Chiefs get it at home, prime time. Broncos aren't a good team. Their defense is awful. The Chiefs should have no problems here. There's not really much to say here. Chiefs haven't even been playing all that good, and they're still winning all these games. This should be the game that, they might win by 30. I don't think the Broncos have any chance whatsoever in this one here. I'm going to take the Chiefs. Kind of a quick one there for Thursday Night Football. We got the London game, the Ravens and Titans, kind of a modern rivalry, I guess you could call it. Because, I don't know, these 2 teams, the Titans have kind of owned them. This is kind of a rivalry, I guess. These 2 teams don't love each other out. So last week, the Ravens had a rough game against the Steelers. They had some problems with that Steelers defense. They really couldn't get anything going at all. Steelers had a pair of late scores. It was 10-3 most of the game, and then the Ravens kind of choked the game away. I think the Ravens should have a bounce back week. I don't expect them to struggle that much. This week the receivers were dropping balls. It just wasn't a great, a great game from them. The Titans laid a stinker against the Colts. The Titans 2-0 at home, 0-3 on the road. They're just kind of a weird team, kind of a middle of the road team. And yeah, this game's in London. So the Titans, the graphic says they're at home. They're not at home. It's in London. So I mean, Titans are not at home. So uh, I don't know what that was about. I don't know why it just sent me back to the Chiefs, Broncos, whatever. I'm gonna take the Ravens. Titans aren't at home. I think the Ravens have a nice bounce back game. Um, I believe the Ravens went out to London like Monday. The Titans aren't even there yet, so I feel like that's a little bit of an advantage. So I'm gonna take the Ravens. I think they bounce back and get a win here against the Titans. Commanders, Falcons. Commanders had a rough game against the Bears last week. The Bears pick up their first win, and the Commanders. I don't know. Ron Rivera is not doing too hot there at that coaching job. The Bears just had the game really the whole time. It wasn't. I mean, they were up 27-3 at one point. Now they did. The Commanders did get it to within 10 in the fourth. They had the ball, so they had a chance to get it to a 3-point game. And I was getting a little worried. I was thinking the Bears might throw away the game and choke it again like they did against the Broncos. They did not. So they won 40-20. And then the Falcons won a very close game against the Texans. I picked the Falcons to win, so good on them for winning that game. They won on the last second field goal. Pretty good game for them. The Commanders' defense isn't very good. I think the Falcons should be able to run the ball. They open up the pass game for Ritter, make it a little easier for him. Ritter didn't play too bad last week against the Texans. And then, I don't know, the Commanders just didn't look very good. It's kind of hard for me to take them. The Falcons are a pretty good team at home. I don't think they've lost yet at home. So I'm going to take the Falcons over the Commanders in this one. Vikings, Bears, an NFC North battle. This is it's kind of a weird game. Both teams 1-4. You could argue that both teams should have a better record than this. There's more of an argument for the Vikings than the Bears because it's the Bears. But I don't know, man. I just can't figure this. I just can't figure this Bears team out, man. I've gotten one game of theirs correct so far. That was when they were against the Chiefs. I picked the Chiefs. So I'm 1-4 in my Bears picks because I picked them to beat the Packers week 1, beat the Bucks week 2. I picked them to lose Chiefs in week 3, so that was my one. And then who did they play week 4 after the Chiefs? Oh yeah, the Broncos. I picked them against the Broncos, and then I picked the Commanders against them last week. I don't know. I can't figure this team out. I watch them every. Fields has looked pretty good the past 2 weeks. The Vikings. I was originally thinking Vikings pretty easily here. The more I think about it, the more I'm kind of leaning towards Bears. I mean, Vikings turn the ball over. They're kind of sloppy. Both these teams should be kind of an ugly game. I think Justin Jefferson's out, which is huge. I was worried he would run all over the defense, which, I mean, he definitely would if he was playing. The Bears' defense is not looking great. But neither is the Vikings, so maybe Fields can have another good game. I think he should. And I think the Bears should be able to really get some offense going. And I feel like the Vikings might just beat themselves here. It's in Chicago. It's going to be a little bit colder. It's starting to get into that colder weather. I think it might rain. I want to take the Bears. I don't know. I'm back on the Bears train, I guess. I've picked the Bears in every game except for the Chiefs and Commanders. I pick them here again. So, yeah, give me the Bears. But, I mean, I'm hoping they win. If they don't, well, I mean, this one could really go either way. But give me the Give me the Bears in that one. Seahawks Bengals. This is a tough one. This one really is tough. I was leaning. I convinced myself for both sides here. The Bengals haven't been looking all that great. Uh, Joe Burrow's definitely not looking too healthy, which is a reason I would go Seahawks here. But I don't know. I feel like it's just so hard to pick against the Bengals. Jamar Chase just had the best game of his season. 200 yards, 3 touchdowns, 15 catches. I mean, he had a phenomenal game. Joe Burrow had a pretty good game too. 300 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 pick. But the Seahawks haven't been looking too bad themselves either, and they are they coming off the bye last week? Yeah, they might have been coming off the bye last week because I don't see them here. Yeah, I think they were on bye last week. Yeah, they were. So, maybe they got some extra time to prepare. Uh, but I don't know. The Bengals are favored by 2.5. This is one that This might be one. This might be. Well, there's one more that's a little tougher, but this might be the second toughest game to pick of this week. This one's very tough. I could see myself going either way. Uh, I'm just like I might even switch my pick from what I have because I know what I have, but I mean this one's so tough. I don't think there's any other game that I'm like this on really. Besides one other game, we'll get to that in a little. But man, but Joe Burrow doesn't look healthy, but he was good last week, so maybe he's getting better. But again, the Seahawks get that extra time to prepare. Well, maybe it's in Cincinnati though. I mean, this one's split for a reason. I could see it going either way. Um, I don't think the Seahawks or the Bengals have any injuries. Maybe T. Higgins might be out, but they haven't really used him anyway. I'm gonna stick with my pick. I'm gonna take Bengals. I'm locking it in. I'm gonna trust them. I've trusted them a lot this year. They haven't been doing too hot, but I'm gonna trust them again. This one though could definitely come back to get me. I wouldn't be shocked if the Seahawks won, but I'm gonna take the Bengals. I just trust them a little more. Hopefully Joe Burrow gets healthy soon. That one's a tough one, man. 49ers and Browns. The 49ers are favored by 7 in this one. They're 5-0. They dominated the Cowboys last week, who've been looking like a top 3 team in the NFC, and they won 42-10. They really put on a show Sunday Night Football. And then the Browns last week, were they coming off a bye too? Yeah, they were. So maybe that gives them some time to get Deshaun Watson healthy. Realistically, I don't think it matters. The Niners have been looking like the best team in football through the first 5 weeks of the season. They've been phenomenal. I think they move to 6-0 here and beat the Browns. But I don't know. Maybe this one favors the Browns. Maybe I don't know. I don't really see it. It's in Cleveland. They're coming off the bye. That's really all I can think of. But maybe that hurts them coming off the bye. They come out a little slow. I don't know. I'm going to go with the better team. I'm going to go with the 49ers. They've been looking like the best team in football. It's hard to bet against them. So give me the Niners in this one. Panthers, Dolphins. This one's going to be score prediction. I'll say 38 to 17. Dolphins, obviously. This one should not be a close game whatsoever. Now, Devon Achane is out. Does that really affect the Dolphins' offense? Probably not. Jeff Wilson, I think, is coming back. They still got Raheem Mostert. I think the Dolphins should be just fine here. And then, yeah, the Panthers, the only winless team left in the league. Miami's favored by 13.5. Yeah, I don't think there's any chance that Miami loses this one. They get it at home too. I mean, there's literally no nothing pointing towards Panthers. So yeah, give me Miami. Maybe that's why the Panthers win. I don't know. I'm just the fact that that's the reason the Panthers would win. That there's no like you guys get what I'm saying. The fact that that would be the reason that the Panthers would win is that all signs are pointing towards Dolphins. It's just you know they're getting well. They don't have their first pick, so it's good for the Bears. They keep losing. The Bears get that first pick, so uh, yeah, I'm rooting for that. So yeah, give me the Dolphins. Give them another loss. Colts at Jags. The Colts. Both these teams coming off pretty solid wins last week. The Jaguars beat the Bills, and I picked them to. I was the only one on the Jags. Jags are pretty good. Ridley and Etienne and Trevor Lawrence. Really, everyone had a good game for them there. Uh, Christian Kirk had a good game too. I mean, really everyone. Evan Ingram didn't have too much. They needed Zay Jones, but they didn't really need him. Um, which is unfortunate. I have Evan Ingram as my tight end, but I also have Calvin Ridley, so he helped me out there. And the Colts last week took down the Titans. Kind of a weird game, 23-16. Zach Moss uh, played pretty good even with Jonathan Taylor coming back. 165 yards, 2 touchdowns. And Minshew, I mean, he beat the Titans, so good for him. I don't know, Minshew. Maybe it's Minshew mania. I don't know what's going on. Uh, Ultimately, I think the Jags get Minshew or no Minshew. It doesn't matter. I think the Jags are pretty easily the better team in this one. Minshew doesn't really seem too big of a factor here. If Anthony Richardson's in, that's a little different. I don't know if he's playing in this one. Um, I don't think he is. He's on IR, so most likely not. I don't think he can, actually. I think he's out for 3 more weeks, I guess. So, yeah, it sounds like it's Minshew. Even if it's not, I still take the Jags no matter what. They're just a better team, all in all, and they have it at home too. So that's another advantage. So give me Jacksonville. Saints versus Texans. This is a one. This is an interesting little one. This is probably, if I had to rank it, it'd probably be the third toughest game to pick this week. This one's a little sneaky. This is going to be a sneaky good game. Saints favored by 1.5. The Texans coming off a heartbreaking loss to the Falcons. I don't know, heartbreaking is the word, but they lost on a last-second field goal. So, call that what you want. And then the Saints come off a dominating performance against the Patriots. So, maybe that's a factor. Maybe the Saints have a letdown game after a big win. That could definitely happen. I could see it. I could also see the Saints winning. I don't know. This one's actually, the more I think about it, the tougher it makes it. I know who I have, but the question is, do I want to switch it? I don't think. Well, the Texans have it at home. I don't know. I feel like C.J. Stroud's due for a struggle game. He really hasn't made any mistakes yet, and I could definitely see him making some mistakes against the Saints defense, Saints secondary. I feel like he's just due for a game. I mean, he's a rookie, so every game's not going to be perfect. I feel like he just has to be due for one. I don't know. This one's a tough one to pick. I'm going to take Saints. They've looked pretty good so far. I know it was against the Patriots last week. Patriots aren't very good. But yeah, this one's pretty tough actually. I'm gonna go Saints though. I think. Yeah, I think the defense creates some turnovers. I think Stroud's due for a bad game. Maybe not even like a horrible game. Maybe just like a 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions kind of game. I feel like he's just due for one. And You know, maybe the Saints get the ball to Olave some more. Maybe that's the game plan. The Texans defense isn't looking too good. They had a nice game against the Falcons, but the Falcons are a run-based team, so you know, I'm gonna go with the Saints in this one. This one's definitely 50-50 one. We got a 2-3 split here. I'm gonna go with the Saints though. Patriots, Raiders. I mean, the Patriots are just abysmal. They're horrible. Mac Jones doesn't know what he's doing. Uh, and the Raiders gotta win against the Packers. Monday night, originally I had the Raiders. I made the switch to the Packers in the video. Shouldn't have done that. Should have stuck with what I had, but it's all right. You know, you win some, you lose some. But the Raiders at home once again. Yeah, the Patriots just look bad. That's really the reason I'm taking the Raiders. It's not so much what the Raiders have done; it's what the Patriots have done. Well, I guess what the Patriots haven't done, they've just looked horrible. The offense looks bad. I think the Raiders should be able to score enough points to keep the Patriots out of this one. It doesn't even have to be that many. It just has to be like 20, 24, 21. Yeah, the Raiders defense should have a good game here in this one. So give me the Raiders. Cardinals, Rams, an NFC West matchup. This one, the Cardinals have been a sneaky team this year. So have the Rams, though. The Rams have actually been playing pretty good. Cooper Kupp's back. They got all the guys. They got Puka Nakua, Cooper Kupp, Tutu Atwell, all the guys. Uh, what's their Kyron Williams, Stafford, and everyone's in over there in LA. They've been actually pretty good. They've been pretty impressive to start the year. They got it in SoFi. Joshua Dobbs is looking like a little more like the Joshua Dobbs we thought he would be the past 1 or 2 weeks. So yeah, give me the Rams along with everyone else. It's a guarantee. It's a sweep. You don't even have to watch the game. It's guaranteed at this point. But yeah, give me the Rams. They should have this one pretty easily against the Cardinals. I don't see the Cardinals winning that one at all. Eagles, Jets. This is maybe a sneaky good game. It's in New York. The Jets defense, maybe they give the Eagles offense some problems. But I don't know. It's hard to trust Zach Wilson, especially against an Eagles team who I believe they're 5-0. They haven't even been all that great. They're kind of similar to the Chiefs. They haven't even been all that fantastic through the first 5 games of the year, but they're still 5-0. One of two undefeated teams, along with the Niners. Philly's favored by 7 against the Jets. I can't trust Zach Wilson over Jalen Hurts. I gotta take the Eagles. They got too many guys over there. Um, maybe they have a big passing game. Maybe Hurts gets some rushing yards, like scrambling, because I feel like the Jets should be able to shut down the run game to Swift and Gainwell and whoever they want to throw in there. Rashad Penny, is he on the? He's on the Eagles, I think. I think the Jets should be able to shut down the run. We'll see how Sauce Gardner does against A.J. Brown or Devontae Smith, whoever's he's on. DJ Reed's a pretty good corner, too. So, I don't know. The matchup... I don't know. The matchup might actually favor the Jets a little, just because the run defense is so good. The Eagles are pretty good. They're good, just a good all-around offense. They got the corners, though, to compete with Philly's receivers. Now, who goes against Goddard? That is a good question. Goddard might have a big game. Yeah, I don't know. The matchup's kind of favoring the Jets, but I just can't trust Zach Wilson. He's just too unpredictable, too inconsistent, too just not very good. So, yeah, give me the Eagles in this one. I'm probably just thinking about it too much. Seems pretty simple to me. Give me the Eagles. Lions, Buccaneers. This is one I almost pick the Buccaneers. Honestly, they're at home. They're wearing those creamsicle uniforms. Those are pretty good looking. Uh, I really like them. They're pretty sick. I was actually thinking about taking the Bucks. Baker Mayfield's actually been pretty good to start the year. The Bucks coming off the bye, maybe they prepare extra for Lions to get that extra rest. It's in Tampa, but I just can't bet against the Lions right now. They've been playing some pretty good football lately. They just beat the Panthers last week, 42-24. I don't know. I feel like maybe I don't know. I just feel like the Lions are just. It's hard to bet against them. Now I almost did. I actually almost did go Bucks, and I could definitely see the Buccaneers winning. I actually wouldn't be surprised, but it's hard to bet against the Lions. Now I don't know if Amon-Ra St. Brown is playing. That could be a factor. Um, I don't really know how good the Lions defense has been this year. The ESPN FBI has given them a 55% chance to win, so they actually think it's going to be a pretty close game. The Lions are favored by 3.5. Yeah, I could see this one actually. Um, I could really see the Bucks winning. I don't know, it's kind of a weird one, but can the Bucks really be 4-0 though? Or not 4-0, 4-1. I don't know. I gotta go Lions. It's hard to pick against them right now. They should win the division. Yeah, they're a pretty good football team. Good for them. Detroit's been bad for I don't even know how long. Finally have a good team, so good for them. Give me the Lions. Giants, Bills, oh boy, 14-point favorites. The Bills, they are. Yeah, I'm gonna go Bills along with everyone else. Another guarantee. You don't even have to watch it. Yeah, there's no chance the Giants win this one. I believe they're wearing their retro unis too. I don't know how those are looking, but it doesn't matter. It's in Buffalo. It's a night game. Daniel Jones gets another primetime game for some reason. It's like their third or fourth one. It feels like. Um, yeah, but give me the Bills. Coming off the London game, it was a weird London game. They should have a bounce back week here. I don't think the Giants got a shot in this one. Give me the Bills along with everyone else in Buffalo. Josh Allen and Diggs should have a pretty good game. Uh, you know, I mean, really everything. I don't think the Giants have any fighting chance whatsoever. And then Monday Night Football. This is the one I was saying is probably the hardest one to pick. The Chargers coming off the bye, got some extra time to prepare. But how much preparing can they do when Staley's in there at coach? I don't know. You know, you could kind of tell. Maybe they come in sleepwalking just because Staley's the coach. Usually, you have a bad coach, you kind of struggle coming off the bye week, just because you haven't played in a week. But the Cowboys kind of got humiliated against the Niners. I thought that was going to be a fantastic game. I picked the Cowboys to win, even though it was in San Fran. They let me down a little. Now the Cowboys are on the road again in a primetime game. Now, how many fans will the Chargers actually have? It's a good question. The Cowboys will probably have more fans there, so that could be a factor in favor of them. I feel like the Cowboys are. There's no way they have two back-to-back games like that, so they're definitely gonna have a better week. I think they have a bounce-back week. It's hard to trust the Chargers. The talent's there, the team's there, the players are there. It's just really just coaching. I can't trust right now. I gotta go Cowboys. I just trust them. Um, I just trust them a lot more than I do the Chargers. But this one, I mean, the Chargers could definitely win. They're at home. The fans, if I don't know, this one's tough. I could see the Chargers. I mean, they could definitely do it. They got the guys. Keenan Allen, Mike Williams is out for. Is he out for the year? I kind of forgot. I think he's out for the year. Um, I don't know. It's not showing here. We'll uh, we'll let you guys in. We'll let you guys know once I pull it up here. Is Mike Williams out for season? Yeah. Okay, he is. So yeah, that's what I thought. I just had to make sure. So you got Palmer in there. You got Quentin Johnson. So maybe being without Trayvon Diggs won't be too big of a factor. The Cowboys defense is still very solid, so they'll give Herbert and that Chargers offense a good test. I don't know if Eckler's back. He might be back, but he's probably going to be limited, so that should help out the Cowboys. There, Micah Parsons is obviously a beast. I'm going to go Cowboys. I think they're due for a bounce back game, and I think they get a pretty good win in LA against the Chargers. But yeah, it's going to be the video Week 6 NFL game predictions. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn those notifications on so you don't miss a video we do. College football every Monday night, NFL videos, game picks every Wednesday night, and then usually MLB sometime over the weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Now it's in the playoffs right now, so we haven't made a video since our playoff predictions. Let me know if you guys want me to sneak in some sort of video. Kind of just going through the playoffs. I don't know, really whatever. And then basketball season's right around the corner. We do NBA and college basketball once a week as well, so you guys can stay tuned for that. But that Discord and X linked in the description as always. You can join that. You can follow that. If you join the Discord, you could be featured in future videos. I'd love to have a guy to talk with while I do these. So if that's something you're interested, you could join that Discord, or you can just leave a comment. Let me know if the link's working. I don't know if the link's working because nobody's joined yet, unfortunately. But just let me know, and then follow that X. We just kind of post whatever comes across my mind. So there's bonus content there. But yeah, I think that's all I got for you. Again, thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys Monday with our college football week 8 top 25. I don't know what week it is, but college football top 25s. We'll see you Monday night with that. Thank you guys for tuning in and watching.